Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to be making silicone rubber molds. Now these are going to be for epoxy resin. So this is going to be so much fun. I have given it a go. This is from Let's Resin and it is fantastic. It's really good fun. Now I've taken everything out of the box. All the details are going to be underneath the video, so please go and have a look. So in the box you get the silicone rubber. Now it comes in two parts. You get A and you get B. Now normally you would, like the epoxy resin, you would do it half and half. You do this half and half, but you do it by weight. So you need like a little kitchen scales or a little digital scales of some sort. So I've got my kitchen ones up here today, which I think they will probably end up staying up here because I do more crafty bits with them than I do cooking. So in the pack you get these two. You get the little like molds for, you know, popping your rubber into. You get the little plastic cups, you get a pair of gloves, and you get some like popsicle sticks to stir with, and you get this little device which gets the little tiny bits of rubber off. So it's a cleaning tool really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my attempts of what I have already made on here. So I tried to do 4 different things. So this is a little feather. Now this is quite flat, so obviously it's not going to have too much of an edge around it, but I'm just wondering whether that will work. It might be a bit too flat, but we will see. When I pop some resin in there on my next video. I did a little sort of like pendant, so we can pop a little cabochon in there, so that's lovely. So that came out nice. And then I did another one here, so you know, it's got a nice little ridge in it, so we will just see how they come out. I've got lots of little cabochons, little glass ones, so I'm going to just want to see what they look like. This was my first one, so you can see how I didn't quite use the space up very well, did I? It's quite a big chunky piece, but that goes in there, and that's what I popped in there. So it'll be fun to see what these look like, won't they, if they work properly. So I'm going to just pop those to the side. I got a couple of things that I'd like to do today. Oops, there's my tape on the floor. I've got this piece of wood. Now I've doubled these up because these are like little thread spools for embroidery, and I thought these would be quite nice done in resin. So they're quite thin, so I've just stuck 2 together. So I'm going to give that a go today. And I've got these 2 beautiful crystals which are lovely. Now I have given them a bit of a clean with some alcohol, so make sure I don't get my little fingerprints all over them. So I would like to do those, which are just beautiful. Just have some more of these, will be lovely. So they're quite sentimental because these were my mum's, and I thought I might like to make a few little resin ones. And also I have got some plastic wrapping. Now this is a really nice textured one, and I'm just thinking whether I could pop some rubber on here and use it for my to make texture on my jelly print plates. And I've also got the good old bubble wrap as well, so I'm going to give those 2. So if I just sort of like spread some out on here and on here, it might give us a nice sort of like texture. So let's see. But first of all, I'm going to pop these to the side. I'm going to pop those on there. I just popped a little bit of vellum on here just so it doesn't stick to my mat. I've got this one ready just to show you. Now what I've done, I've got some packaging tape, just the clear, and it's sticky facing up, so you stick your things to it, so you've got a nice flat base. And then what I've done, I've just glue gunned around the outside, just so we don't get any of the rubber seeping out. Now mine isn't very neat because it did come through the bottom inside, but that's okay. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to give these, I did give these a good clean with some alcohol, which I popped into here, little spray bottle, so I don't want my grubby little fingers all over it. But I'm going to try and sort of like pop these in. I'm going to push it down with bit of tissue, make sure I don't get it on the tape, hold that down. Then I'm going to pop this one in. So I'm just going to pop these just not too close together. So in there, that's in there. Let's just make sure that's stuck down. And we can do a bit of cleaning up afterwards if need be. So that's what we do, and then we have to cover it up so obviously it goes above the crystal in there. So I'm going to pop those in. Now that's the first one, so I'm going to do this one. This just about fits in there quite nicely. So I'm going to show you what I did for this one, just so we only have to do one. Now I've got some, oh gosh, if I can find the end, there we go. So just got a little bit of packaging tape on here. Take that off. I'll pop some gloves on in a minute. Sorry, it's very noisy. So I'm going to pop that down like that. If I can get my fingers off. We've got two bits because it's quite wide. So I'm going to take the two pieces. I'm just going to pop them, just lie one on top of the other. There we go. And then I'm going to pop this on top like that. Okay. Now you can either cut this off, but I'm just going to sort of bend it in on each other like that. Then I've got like a little handle. So let's just bend this in on top like that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go around the outside with just my glue gun just to seal it. Now if I had some like plasticine or something like that, like Kiddie's plasticine, I would probably use that around the edge just to seal it off, instead of using glue gun. But I think this will be alright because this takes a little bit to dry. There's a little hole there. Okay, so what we need to do is just make sure that that is sort of sealed. Can you see? It's not the best done. And then I'm going to just pop this, not that it really matters which way, I'm just going to do that so I don't get my head in the way. Pop that in, is that in? There we go. Just stick that down. Now, I'm hoping this one will work. Just push that down. Like that. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. So, while that is setting, I am going to go and mix some of the silicone up, the silicone rubber up. So I'm going to do it by weight. I've got my kitchen scales up here, which will probably end up staying up here because I do more using that in my craft room than I do with cooking. So that's what we got. It's a digital one, so I'm going to do that. It's a little bit messy, so what I'll do is I'll mix that up, I'll get it all poured in, and then we will mix it up together in a minute. So I'll be back in 2 secs. Okay, so I've mixed this up. I'm hoping I have mixed up enough. I've been stirring it for a good 3 to 4 minutes now. It does have a few bubbles in, but I think the last ones I did, the bubbles just dispersed really well, so they weren't bubbly. So I've given that a good stir. Not quite sure whether I did mix enough, but what I will do, I'm just going to tip this in. Now, if you tip it up quite high, it's supposed to get rid of the bubbles, so I'm hoping you can just going over the top of my little crystals like that. So we just need to cover these. I don't think, to tell you the truth, I've quite done enough. Let's just see. I think that's going to cover it. Might have to mix up just a little bit more, because we need to cover up that one, don't we? Because I can still see the bottom of that one. I don't know, I didn't want to over mix, not over mix, or mix up too much. What do you think? I'm going to tip a little bit in here. Yes, I think I'm going to have to quickly mix up a little bit more. here. I didn't want to waste it. I don't like waste, so let's just pop a little bit in there like that and do that quickly. Look at that, just comes out lovely. It's very, very runny. It's quite runny in there. So let's just make sure those are covered up a little bit. Could do with a little bit more just down in there. Don't want to get my big head in the way. Yes, you can see, look, I can just see a little bubble on there. Just, oh, I think it would have done, if I just did a little bit more, I could have done that, couldn't I? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get my pliers and just tap that. I can see the little bubbles coming up. It's not quite enough. Okay, 2 secs, I'm just going to mix up some more. Okay, perfect. So I've mixed up a little bit more. I'm just going to add just a little bit to here, just so we cover that up. Didn't need a lot, but obviously I don't want it poking out of the bottom, do we? So there we go. I think that should be okay. And then just a little bit more in here, just to cover that up. Perfect. Okay, so those look okay. Let me put that one over. I'm going to just turn this around like this. Can you see? And I'm going to just spread. I might be able to fill those other ones up. Just going to pop some on here like this and just see if we can get like a little, just a little textured silicone stamp on here. What do you think? A little bit more. Pop that on there, and then I'm going to do the bubble wrap. Now the little bubbly bits, I would like to see what this comes out like. It'll be fun, won't it? Just like a little bubble wrap stamp then, won't it? Silicone stamp. It's quite runny. I didn't realise it would be so runny. I thought it would be a little bit thicker than this. A few little bubbles out. Maybe I just tip it on. There we go. Do we need to be a bit? Oh, that's about the right amount. So that's good. So obviously you need to be on a nice flat surface to do this, so it doesn't go all over the place. I suppose it needs to be running to get all into the little nooks and crannies of your mould, doesn't it? There we go. Tip the rest out. Now this, if you leave your cup with your little, just like this, the resin, it goes rubbery and you can pull it out. That's what happened when I did it yesterday. So let's just pull those bits. Oh, I'm hoping this will look nice as a little mould. Oh look, don't you go off the edge. This one is a bit close to the edge there. See, my table is not as flat as I thought it was. Bit more left in here. Let's get every little bit out. Pop it over these little bits. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tidy up my mess, leave these. Now these are supposed to be left for you know, as long as you can. I would leave them overnight if I was you, but the ones that I did yesterday, just the little ones, took no time at all. But my art room is really hot, and the weather, we are in sort of like July, so it's pretty hot at the moment. So everywhere, these will just, the little ones took about an hour yesterday to set. Look at you, don't come off the edge there. So let's see, but I will be back in a couple of hours to see how they were getting on. and I will show you, and I'm hoping that it will pull off the wrapping. I didn't think about that. I'm sure it will pull off the backing, but we will find out anyway, won't we? I should have, do you think I should have sprayed it with alcohol or something to clean it? Oh gosh, I don't know. Well, trial and error. Let's just see. Oops. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave that there. Clean up my mess. Make sure I haven't got lots of silicone rubber everywhere. Leave those, and we will take them out of their molds in a few hours. All right guys, so see you in a bit. Okay guys, so I am back. So these, I've touched these, so these are pretty hard. They must have had a, I don't know, maybe 2 hours left, and they are pretty hard. These are really good. So test. Let's just see if these will peel off. Let's have a look. Oh yes, they are. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's fabulous. Oh, I love it. Oh, that comes off. Oh, that's going to be reused, definitely. Look at that. That's fantastic. Now this one is a bit stuck down. This has got a bit of tracing paper on it, so how do I get this off? I didn't think about that. Let's see if it will. Oh look. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it just pulls off really simple and easy. Oh, that's quite satisfying, pulling it off there. Look at that. It's like popping the bubble wrap. Those are little bits that are stuck on top of the little ones. Look at that. I wonder if I poke these out. Or maybe next time I will just try and do it so it doesn't go over the little bubbly bits. Look at that. Now this, for texture on my jelly plate, it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now I will probably pull out the ones that will come out easily. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I'm going to try and print. Oh, I'm going to use these on Sunday. I'm going to make some jelly prints on Sunday. Oh, look at all these little bits. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Fabulous. Making your own rubber stamps. How cool is that? Let's pop that down there. Now, let's do this little one. Let me just turn this around this way, like that. Okay, so you can see it hasn't gone underneath there, so it's nice and clean. Let's just pull this tape off like that. So that comes off quite simply. Pop that in the recycling. Now, how do we get this out? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Simple. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure whether I should have coated the wood or not. I don't know. Let's have a go. Do that quite gently. I don't want to harm it. Oh, look at that. See, it's got the texture I'm hoping off the sides. Now let's. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the sides are a little bit. Maybe I should have covered those with something. They look a little bit furry. But actually, that's quite a nice texture on there. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay, well, what I will do, I will leave these because you need to leave these for at least 24 hours before you start pouring resin in there anyway. But that's got a really nice texture on it. Maybe to actually use it for the threads, I might sort of like varnish it or pop a little coating of clear nail polish around it just to stop it having that little fuzzy bits, because obviously it's gone into the wood like that. But I will add some resin to that, but that's quite funky, isn't it? So let's see. Now that's still quite thin there. or it's just see-through. I don't think I can't feel the crystal in there. So pull off the packaging, the packing tape, I should say. Now, how did I get the other one out? Did it just pop out? Ooh. Oh, just push it gently. There we go. Let's go back this way. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, I think that's... Oh, that's come out lovely. So that's our little crystal there. Got a little bit there. Look at that. That's quite neat around there. Now I do have, I found these little, the little, what they called, decoupage scissors. So you can just go in like that, or we've got the little tool here that came with it to go in. But I'm not sure whether this is to sort of like tidy up around your, because that sort of like cuts the corners off. Whichever's easiest, go in and just pick those off. But I actually found these a little bit easier on the other ones. Okay, so that's fabulous. Love it. Let's see this one. Pop, pop out really, really simple. Really, really easily. Oh, look at that. Oh, love it. Nice, clean crystal. That's a real clean one in there. Oh, I love that. Tiny, tiny little bit there. I'm going to take these, oops, little scissors like that. Chop that off. Oh, I can't wait to make these. Look at that. They are fabulous, aren't they? Love them. Now, to get this off, oh look, this just pulls off. That's just the glue gun. But like I said, I think if I get some sort of like plasticine or something like that, I could use that. But then again, that worked really well. Okay, so we've got a little fuzzy bit of wood there. We will try that again with some varnish, but that looks really good. These have come out lovely. Now, what I do want to have a go is to see if I can stamp with this. Do you reckon I can stamp with that? Because obviously I am a crafter, so, but I like to do lots of different things. Look at that, this is really grubby. But making my own rubber stamps would be absolutely fabulous. Now, obviously that's not all going to fit on there. Let me take, I've got a little bit of Stays On ink. Do you think I need a piece of paper? Probably. Just want to make our own silicone stamps. How fab is that? No, I need it. Okay, so I've got an old envelope here. That will do, won't it? Let's see if that will do a nice textured stamp. Oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic. What about this one? Do you reckon that will work? Is that going to stick? Not going to stick, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on here, push that down so I don't get grubby fingers. I will probably cut this so it makes it a little bit smaller. I'm just going to press that down. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fab. Oh. Oh. So what about this side? Do you think you'll get those grungy bits in there? Press that down so I don't get all grubby. Oh look, it's stuck to that, this one. Let's push that down. Am I in the right place? You can see what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I love them. Absolutely love them. These are going to be fantastic as background stamps, aren't they? Oh, love it. I'm going to give that other one a go. What did I do with it? Here it is. Let's do this one again. In brown, this will be lovely. Now you want some nice textured stamps. Oops. Excuse me. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. Okay, right, my mission is going to find lots of things to make some textured stamps with these. They are fantastic. Love, love, love. So there we go, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these for obviously a good 24 hours before I start adding the resin into there. Maybe I will make another one of these. He's a little bit furry, isn't he? But I'm going to try these as well. So I have got lots and lots to work with. So all the details for this lovely moulding stuff, the silicone moulding, here it is. Put it all away in the box. So this is the box. Okay, so that's got everything in it. Links are under the video. All the links are under the video. Pop over to Let's Resin and have a look, because this is fantastic, especially if you are a crafter and you want to make your own rubber stamps. These are stunning. Love them. Now I'm going to have a think of what else I can rummage around the house and recycling, because all of this is plastic wrap, isn't it? It's just plastic wrap. Wonder if tin foil would work if you scrunch that up. I will have to give that a go as well. Okay, so next one I'm going to have a whole bunch of different things that we can make and make our own rubber stamps and our moulds. So there we go, guys. I hope you found that interesting, because I did. I think it's fantastic. So do pop along to Let's Resin. There's a discount code as well under the video. So go and take a look and see what you can find. Alright, guys, big thank you for joining me. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright, guys, bye bye.